He lives. Yes, I do. Welcome, Akuma. How we doing tonight? We're trying a slightly new schedule. I'm going to see how I like it. But we might, at least through October, see about doing Wednesday through Friday streams. So it might work, it might not. But I'm going to give it a little test run the week before. And then that way, next week, if I do decide to do a Wednesday through Friday stream schedule, then we'll get in right at the beginning of October. So that's why it's a little bit different. We're a couple days late into the week as per the usual time slots, but that's okay. We might be doing some multiplayer in a bit here. I'm not going to be on this first game for too long, so Kuma, if you want to join in on something, we can take a look. But I'm going to pop in Silent Hill F. I played this for a couple hours yesterday, and I was in the middle of something, and I had ordered food, and I was like, oh, this will be quick. I could probably get through with this quick and find a save point. I couldn't. It was a little bit of a rush job there because it ended up being a little bit quicker when I had to leave than I anticipated. But we're just going to pick up where I left off there. I have not streamed this game, so it's going to be new for the stream, but that's okay. I didn't plan on streaming this anyway. This is just something I'm doing in the meantime while we wait to see if anybody wants to do any sort of multiplayer. Well, let's get into it. Oh, wait. I went into the options. I usually do that for older games, because with a lot of older games, if you wait in the main menu for too long, it loads up like a demo or something. That doesn't happen these days anymore. They stopped doing that. Or like an intro video or something like that. I think the last video game to do that might have been like Resident Evil 7. I seem to remember that one jumping into like a cutscene or something if you stayed in the menu too long. It's about destroying that damn fog wall. This one, hopefully we can get it done. Oh, there's a little bit of screen tear. What the hell's going on there? VSync should be on. Hold on. No, VSync is off. Oh. It's on borderless window mode for some reason. Okay, but then when I do it to full screen, what the hell? Okay. Ah, there we go. Get that VSync on. We don't want no screen tearing. I put it on full screen for a second, and then it like acted as if it was like this very, very tiny window. Let me see if it's still going through. Okay, it seems to be okay. I got through. There was this one area. What the hell was that? There's this one area. We were trying to get to somebody's house, and then I ended up in like this cornfield, and now I have to go through the field puzzle. Can you even imagine how I feel? You've always been such an eyesore. So basically, you have to look at these mannequins, and you have to like read the emotions that they have and see if it matches with the text that's at the beginning. And some of them have been easy-ish, and some of them have not. Actually, I got through most of these finding the correct one, but I didn't really get the concept of this when it first started out, so I didn't know what the hell was going on. But such an eyesore. Most of the expressions just seem to read happy or like mildly perturbed, not necessarily like angry or anything like that. You would think if something was an eyesore that, I don't know, they'd be closing their eyes or something like that. That one almost has like completely black eyes. Would that be an eyesore? Does that constitute an eyesore? You heard cornfield and horror. That can mean I'm in a special place. It's possible. We might be in a special place. This game's been interesting so far. I feel like at the very beginning it was a little bit too linear, and I was a little bit afraid that it was going to just be that. It started to open up a little bit, but it gave me heavy feelings of Downpour, Silent Hill Downpour, which is not necessarily a good thing. Just because of how linear that game was, it almost felt like too funhouse horror type. And I was a little bit worried that was the direction it was going, but it started to open up probably about an hour, maybe an hour and a half into the game. So I was a little more relieved at that point. But, oh shit. See, if you go too far, then the fog catches up with you, and then you can't see shit. But it's been okay. I haven't necessarily been like, whoa, this is amazing, best game of the year attitude about it just yet, but you know, I've thought what I've played so far has been okay. And who knows, maybe after playing it for a few more hours, I might think it's pretty damn spectacular. We'll see. I'm looking around here just to make sure it's not like trying to pull a fast one on me. And making sure that there are no more scarecrows, as they're called, in any other areas. Such an eyesore. See, I did this one before, though, and this is when I had to leave to go pick up my food. And I feel like I tried most of these, and they all ended up coming to life and trying to kill me. They're not supposed to do that if you pick the right one. If you pick the right one, what it's supposed to do is... like, point in the direction that you're supposed to go? I don't know. Let's see. Is there anything else? You're supposed to pull these little things out of them, and if you get the right one, they give you a little message. This one's definitely taken on the... Oh, it's the right one. It's taken on the concept of, like, the innermost feelings become manifest of the people that are trapped in the Silent Hill otherworld realm. So, most of this, I think this game takes place in the 60s. I'm pretty sure that's what the message says at the beginning. I don't remember there was any hard specific dates, but most of this is like, I don't know, teenage girl problems, trying to find her place in the world, not wanting to fit in with the other girls or do what's expected of her. So, there's a lot of the enemies revolve around, like, female forms and figures and stuff like that, so you can kind of see where it's pointing the plot line in the direction of. Flashcards. I could have just lied to you. I told you to go any which way. Oh, okay. There it goes. We gotta go this way. Actually, this is less of a cornfield. I guess it's more of the rice fields. I guess that's apt for a Asian setting. Ah, we got some yokon. Can you imagine how I feel? You hurt me, and even hurt him, too. Do you know how it feels to force a smile when I'm staring at that disgusting face of yours? So we're probably looking for one that's smiling, got a big old grin on its face. There's a lot of them here, though. Oh, we got one. Which one is it? Welcome to the rice fields, yes. If you turn your camera away, sometimes there's one that tries to sneak up on you, so... I think it's that one over there. Maybe not. There might be a couple of them, actually. That one's pretty smiling. That one looks like it's forcing a smile. That one doesn't. Also, I would... Ah, shit! I would suspect that it's a girl. Oh, shit. Alright. So they've taken the combat a little bit. It's even more dodge and parry type than Silent Hill 2 Remake was. The 360 pipe swing. Oh, you could charge it up. You could do a special, but it takes away from your sanity meter, which I don't like doing. There's a better method, which is like countering their special move. They do a little weird video glitch type thing. And if you hit the heavy attack button when they do that, then you get a good... Whoa, Jesus! You get a good counter in. But it's hard to execute. I'm playing on the hard difficulty because I felt, specifically with Silent Hill 2 Remake, that it was too easy, especially by the end of the game. So I decided with this one, I'm like, well, let's try the hard one and see what it's like. Oh, son of a bitch. And, it hasn't been too brutal, but it definitely feels harder than what I played on normal mode for Silent Hill 2. So we could do the old charge up. Ah, shit. Okay. The problem with the charge up is it takes a little bit of time to charge, especially if you already try to execute it. I was hoping it would come up to me while I was doing the swing, but it kind of sped up there. Are we on the same one? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Well, at least it saves between each, like at the start of each segment. I might just try this one. Nope. That wasn't it. Alright. See if I can do that big swing. Yeah, sometimes they can get you while, you're, charging it up. It's the biggest problem. Okay, we're still looking, I would assume, for somebody that's smiling. Can't even see what's going on there. That might be a smile. The rest of them all seem like they're frowning, so... Ah, this was the right one. It happens all the time. A kid falling to their death in the waterway. That's a shame. Does it happen all the time? Like when you say all the time, it doesn't actually happen all the time. Hey, this one's doing something different.
Oi! Hinako!
あれさっきのは
早く来いよ!
Okay, I guess we're done with that. It was a much bigger section because I played through probably 3/4 of it. But you had to do that multiple times. I think I had probably done it 4 or 5 times. Damn it, I want to see what's over there. I probably did the same thing 4 or 5 times before we loaded up here, so it was a pretty lengthy segment.
リンコは
呼んでみよう。リンコ！俺だ！シュウだ！いるなら返事してくれ！
Ah, she did go home.
ひなこも無事でよかった。
怪我はないか？家族は？
私は大丈夫。でも誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし。
Even Grandma.
悪い怪物がうるつき回ってるし。
Where could she have gone?
わからないよ。
Poke it with a safety pipe. Nah, I'm good on trying to alert these things. So what originally happened to start all this off was they all met in town. There was four kids to begin with, and they all met in town just on a whim. And then suddenly the fog rolled in, and a bunch of stuff started blooming in the fog, a bunch of red plants. And then one girl got covered in it, and she died. And then the rest of them all got split up, so this is like the first time all the kids have been together since then.
町を出た方がいい。
町を出るって、お父さんやお母さんは、みんなは助けを呼ぶためにも、今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない。
And there's not like a ton of time to let all that sit in. It happens literally within the first like 10 minutes. It's pretty damn quick.
町を出るって言っても、あれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ？
そっちの窓から鉄橋が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
Also, are they dolls? The enemies that we were just fighting were mannequins. Actually, most of the enemies seem to be mannequin based, but there's been a few different ones.
どうしよう。
That water can't be that high. You could step into that bad boy.
西の県道を目指そう。
州の
It's the only bridge out of town.
いるのか。あの山越えられるの。
わさび田への道がある。うちだけの抜け道だ。リンコ、念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ。
Silent Hill, the Dead Rising weapon system. Kinda, because they deteriorate. I don't know if they deteriorate as fast as anything in Dead Rising, but yeah, it's similar. I don't like that look in your eye. The hell's that all about? What's your excuse gonna be? Oh no, she fell down the stairs. I know that happens. That seems to happen a lot in Japanese media. There's always some kid falling down the stairs. And it usually seems to be fatal. I lived for a good 15 years inside of a house with a big staircase. I don't think I ever fell down it once. The way they make it seem, Japanese stairs are about as deadly as Chinese escalators. Oh yeah, last time she got knocked unconscious, she awoke in this realm. I think they called it like the realm of the dead or something like that. There was a couple notes that were like, oh, surely this place is hell.
私
You got pushed down the stairs, and now we're back here. Yeah, what a bitch. The other girl, the girl that pushed her down the stairs, likes the boy that she was with. And this girl, our main character here, and then the boy have been friends since childhood, so they're like sort of inseparable. And I guess the other girl is jealous. But that's the first time that she like manifested any sort of ill will.
いた。
Oh, yeah, last time we were here, there was a fox man that we went around following. So I guess we gotta go find him again. I like the look of this game, though. It's not like super hyper photorealistic, although she does have really nice hair. But anyway, the look of it, there's so many games that take place in Japan, but it always seems to be like most of them take place in like feudal Japan, and then like the rest usually are like modern day hyper realistic or hyper urban, Tokyo, that kind of stuff. And I'm never too interested in those types of settings. I mean, feudal Japan is fine, but like, I don't really like the big city Tokyo type stuff that much. So I like the little towns with all the houses that are closely knit together. The only kind of games I think I've played where there have been anything like that is like the Fatal Frame series. And I think those games take place in like the 80s, 90s. They take place a decade or two before when they came out. But I can't think of too many others outside of that, so it's sort of refreshing to see. Although we didn't get to see a lot of it so far. But like the very beginning of the game takes place in like one of those little towns. It's kind of neat. Messy scrawls. I wonder what the pretty little thing's chirps will sound like when I tear off that mask of hers. The girl before last was an exquisite specimen. I can barely contain myself every time I think about her. Well, that's fun. right now, I don't know that I consider this like feudal Japan, but it's definitely like an older sort of Japanese aesthetic. But I guess that's what you get when you have a, I don't know, some sort of like other realm. I guess there were parts of like Fatal Frame that were like this too. Oh, speaking of which, since we've been streaming, it's been announced that Fatal Frame 2 is getting a remake again. It already got a remake. It got a remake on the Wii, and it never got ported to the US. I think PAL regions got it. It sort of sucked. Those bastards. They wouldn't even appreciate it. But US didn't get that Wii remake of Fatal Frame 2. There's probably fan translations out there for it, but I never got a chance to play it. Nor would I necessarily want to emulate a Wii game. I get the feeling like that might be a little bit shitty. I know plenty of people do it, but I don't know. I've just never really had an interest in it. But I've played 2 versions of Fatal Frame 2. I've played the original on PS2, and then I played the, what do they call them, like director's cut versions on the Xbox. Those I own physically. Those were kind of hard to come by. I don't know if they've risen up in price since last I looked, but I spent maybe like $70 on it about 5-6 years ago. And I would have to imagine that they probably have gone up a little bit more. I remember seeing a case for Fatal Frame 1 on Xbox, and it was just the game case. It didn't have the manual or disc or anything. It was just the game case. It cost like $70-$80. So, kind of sucked. Okay, so we can give up stuff as offerings. I have been trying to save up points because you can upgrade. Oops, not that. You can upgrade your abilities. I wanted to just go for the big one. Omori slots are like little things that you can wear that give you like a buff. So let's see here. So I've got a few of them. I'm wearing the spider one right now. Decreases weapon durability consumption from performing light attacks. That's pretty good. Decreases enemy line of sight. That's not bad. Using a restorative item, you will not be interrupted by normal attacks. Well, hopefully I'd get far enough away where that wouldn't be a problem anyway. We can increase max stamina or increase max health. I guess I've been seeing my health decline when I get attacked pretty bad, so we'll try that. Okay. It looks like a Naginata, which if I could wield that, that'd be pretty sweet. Don't know if that's something I could actually get. We did get a, what do we get? We got a dagger out of here before. Yeah, okay. I guess I still have it. It's like a ceremonial tanto. So it's not that great. I think specifically in the description it says it's dulled. And the types of enemies that I was fighting took a very long time and a lot of health items for me trying to figure out their movement patterns in order for me to beat them. So I'd rather not fight with that thing. But if I had a Naginata, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, oh, I'm glad I took a look back here anyway, because I got that thing. The thing I just picked up allows you to level up your abilities. If you don't have that and points, you can't do it. But you need to have both, not one or the other. Did I check over here? Shriveled abura age. Fried tofu that became too hard and dried to be edible. Oinari-sama's favorite offering. Okay. Well, if I can't eat it, at least somebody can. Is this a stage? I don't know. You tell me. Maybe it is. I'm gonna go off for... Where the hell was it? Oh, it was one up. God damn it, do I have to go through this shit again? Is there not a better way? I think I'm missing something. I guess you are. Ancient note. There are valuable relics hidden away in the old storage room. They must be kept under lock and key. The last girl slipped in while I wasn't looking. It took a long time to find her. Oh, shit. Sounds like something's moving around. Get in there. Okay. You can only carry a limited amount of inventory. Wow, 500 points. That's the most I've seen so far. You can only carry a limited amount of inventory, so if you have some bigger items, at least I prefer to anyway, I just use those for faith points. I could upgrade another ability, I think. Increase health, increase sanity, or increase stamina. I'm not really, like, I balance out the stamina well enough that I don't think it's been a problem, so sanity or health. I did just put on the charm that upgraded the health, so I guess I don't know how much it upgrades one versus the other, but I guess I'll do sanity. Sanity again, I actually don't really know what happens when it depletes all the way because I've never let it go down all that far. But it is a little bit harder to restore. You need specific items, like a different set of items that aren't your standard health items in order to restore it. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass in that regards. And then, that's a dead end. Sanity is used to do those like super attacks, but it depletes and it's hard to restore. So it's like kind of like a risk reward kind of factor. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, because the little emblem that you used to upgrade is a little bird too, so I'm not really sure if that's like some special meaning or what, but I don't know. It might be something specific to the girl too, because on the game over screen there's like a bird, like when you get to choose to continue, there's like a bird that has its like wings cut off or some shit, so it seems to be a lot of bird focus. She is a bird, I guess. Maybe she feels like a caged bird. You know how they always go for these weird deep meanings in these Silent Hill games. A warning, Hinako is mine. Her fingers, her lips, every last drop of blood that could be squeezed from her is mine. I forbid anyone from laying so much as a finger on her. I shall say it until my throat is raw. Hinako is mine. Alright. I mean, I didn't want to lay claim to her, so you can go ahead and keep her. Don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the western room. Okay. At the very beginning of the game, our main character girl here was playing with a little doll that looked just like that. And I forget exactly how she was talking, but I think the doll like represented her big sister, who she seems to look up to quite a bit. So, I would probably assume that the doll is correct in most instances. The last time I saw one of those dolls in this dream world area, it said not to believe the fox mask man. Was that it? Did I get anything? I don't think I got anything from that. After each chapter, take a 3-hour-long discussion on the symbolism of each item. I bet you there's probably a channel out there that would. We were supposed to get a missing object or something, but I don't think I got anything. I don't even know where any of that shit would be stored if I got a key item. I didn't pick anything up, did I? You would think it'd be in the storage room. We just got a note here, and then we got the other thing, right? Or did she pick something up in front of that doll? I don't think she did. Don't believe his lies. Alright. Whatever. Nothing else seems to be interactable, so I don't know what's going on. Is there anywhere else I haven't looked? I like that. What is it? It's a big old fox just standing there. I don't remember seeing that. And there's that. I would assume some kind of orb needs to go there. Did we unlock this one? Oh, that's what it was. Okay. We needed to go, you see, I hate it when games do that. It's like it's a thing, not necessarily based on an object, but sometimes you go somewhere and then you go back somewhere you've already been and then something's different. Like, alright. I get it, I guess. Look, the evolution of woman. Hey, if I was wearing the default costume, that's what it would look like. But I'm not. Still kind of looks like that. It's just white instead of navy. Inari's sculpture. A sculpture in the image of a god Inari. Looks like it might fit somewhere. Oh, I bet you I know where that goes. Into that hole. Oh, who the hell knocked those over? Don't trust him. All right. That's the third time you told me. I guess I better believe you now. Well, let's see. Where was it? Up that way. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me get my bearings again. You know, I half wonder if I should save, because every time you put something into something, some sort of shit goes down. Oh, look at that. It's a hole just big enough for me to squeeze through. Oh my god, it has a rapier. Gimme! Exquisitely crafted ornamental pole arm that is extremely sturdy and is able to be used as a weapon. Nice. Okay, cool camera angle. Ah! Shit. Shit. I can't get a good read on its movements. Just don't get hit. No! Alright. So the counter moves that I was talking about when they glitch out like that, you get it like just a little bit of an opportunity to do it, but if you do it too late, she'll go through the heavy attack animation, and usually that just locks you into getting killed. Damn it, see, I saw it there, and I tried to do the heavy attack to counter it, but I hit it too late. And that time it just freaked me out, so... Son of a bitch. I wish this camera wasn't so claustrophobic. It's not much of an attack. I got the heavy one that uses the, that means it's gonna resurrect. Son of a bitch. Quick, get your lantern. Okay, never mind. It stun kind of makes you giggle. The one on the enemy or the one on her? Her light attack combo did not look like it was doing a whole lot, but I managed to squeeze something into there. Let me eat one of those corn deals after you hit an enemy. Yeah. It's not terribly flashy. But I guess she's not necessarily a hard-boiled gal herself. It's described, when she describes herself in the journal, that, you know, she is the athletic type, or at least she used to be. So, she can kind of hold her own, but... She's not a particularly adept, I would think, at any specific type of weaponry or anything. Oh boy. This happened before. There were 2 fox statues and we needed a key. Although last time we put a key that looked like that into one of them, and then the other one had like an orb in its mouth, so maybe I need to find an orb this time.
Sakuko?
Alright. This is a better weapon than the little Tonto dagger that we had, though. Got you that time. When they don't dissolve after they die, that usually means that they're gonna resurrect, from what I've seen, so I think we better try to make the most of this. Greatly decreases focus charging time. Oh, that might be nice. But I don't like to use those attacks too often. It's only when I find that I can't, like, counter effectively that I tend to go for that. Little divine water. Oh, shit. What the hell? Oh, damn it. Son of a bitch. Got blindsided to begin with.
Sakuko?
Oh, shit. When you do a heavy attack like that, it usually gets you a little time to do a big attack. But you gotta time it right. Hard mode kind of doesn't mess around. It you only can take so many hits. I feel like with these, at the current state of the game that we're in, which I don't know how deep into things we are, but it's like a couple hits and you're pretty much dead. Where before you could take a couple, like a few more, but... I guess they were, yeah, it's a little bit odd. They were probably just trying to mix things up to have like this attack counter parry system, just so it didn't feel, I don't know, as belabored as previous Silent Hills, because previous Silent Hills were sort of, oh, there you are. I don't know. Their combat was a little bit more bland. And you don't have to necessarily parry. Well, you might if you do the hard mode. It's the most efficient way. I think if you were playing on normal difficulty, you could probably get away with not doing it as much, but yeah, I'm not seeing that it's a good idea to just do standard attacks on this difficulty setting. They seem to, at least these ones, seem to start with counterable attacks, so kind of getting used to that.
Shoko. こんなところに
Is it? I saw a bunch of cases, but I didn't know what these were. I guess they might be scrolls or something like that. They just didn't look like traditional books. Housemaid's note, February 15th. There can be no two ways about it. The family is indeed cursed. And I am the only one who knows the full story. I must tell the master all I know, for if I do not, the curse will certainly befall me as well. May the gods have mercy on me. All the secret arts medicines succumb to us, spirit and flesh. Crimson spring gushing from the womb deep within the Shimizu family.
これうちのこと？
Huh. I guess so. I didn't even know what her last name was. I guess it's probably in the journal or something, but I must have missed that. She's a Shimizu. Oh, I heard something back there. You might as well come out now. Just saying. Should probably look above me too, because we did just one of them dropped in on us earlier. Nothing more? No more little excerpts that I can dig into?
サクコ？サクコなの？
A lot of the places that she squeezes into, I feel like she could just walk through. Like, look how much space there is. Like, okay, sometimes I bring my shoulders in or I go to the side when I feel like my shoulders might touch a wall or something like that. But, you know, for the most part, I'm not gonna, like, press myself up against the opposing wall if there's that much space. It takes her so long, too. You would think it's like she only has an inch of leeway to get through. But there's plenty of space. Hello? Oh my god, who did all this? Research notes on Enmi Jugan Roku. The wish to have one's romantic desires fulfilled is as old as humanity itself. Consequently, there have existed many arts by which people attempt to make such dreams come true. One such method was to employ a sorcerer known as a Jugonshi to perform an incantation written in the Enmi Jugan Roku. After such spells were suspected of causing chaos and turmoil in the imperial court, the practice was expressly forbidden under the Yodo Code in the first year of Denpyo Hoji era, 757 AD. However, these incantations were later adopted into the practice of Onmyodo, where their effects continue to be studied. According to the multiple sources, powerful romantic spells that have been successfully cast are often accompanied by the scent of sandalwood. I think they're just trying to soften you up for like a romantic dinner or something like that. Sandalwood's one of the more pleasing scents. Oh boy. I don't have inventory space. Oop, that's not what I meant. What can I do? What can I use? Don't think I want to use any of those. Dried carcass is worth a decent amount of points, like 100 or something like that, so make sure I get it if I can. Drink that ramune. Oh, you salty bastard, I knew it. Shit. I wasn't that late. Come on. Could have given me that one. Ah, damn it. Guess I'll use a bandage. Ah, son of a bitch. I was looking up, too. Freaked me out. Oh, damn it. At least I got a little more room this time, so I'm not hitting the wall. over here. I was too late on that. I tried backing up a little bit. Son of a bitch. See how far that puts me back. Where's that checkpoint going to be at? Is this the beginning of the library or the end? Oh, it's past the part we squeezed through. Okay, that's not terrible. Who would do such a thing? Make sure I get everything. I guess it doesn't see me. That's a little quick. Kind of sucks that I hit it from behind too, and it like just shrugged that off. It was like, ah, it's fine. Okay, at the very least, this one up top probably won't get the drop on me, hopefully. Where even is it? Where the hell did it drop in from? Oh, okay, like it came from way the hell over there. That's why I didn't see it before. Oh shit. Get out of here. Okay. Couple buildings over there. There's this big thing here, but I don't know if it has an entrance or not. Doesn't look like it. My opinion is generally not a good idea to fight, if at all possible. I mean, in this case... Oh, shit. In this case, it's like... I'll just use that. These enemies respawn too, so there's like not much point outside of just clearing the way. But at the very least, your weapon doesn't degrade. But in the other, just like the normal world... Sort of, what if you can call it that, your weapon has a degradation, which super sucks. And then on top of that, enemies, there's like no benefit outside of just clearing a path. And even then, enemies will respawn eventually. So you can never like permanently kill something. Sounds like something a bitch would say. There's literally no benefit to it, though, because they don't, like, drop anything, either. So all you're doing is you're just costing yourself, like, weapon degradation. And unless you just... Okay, see, that enemy just respawned over there. Unless you need to, like, clear a path, there's kind of not a point to do it, so... I would say... If you can run, it probably would be best to do that. It looks like these enemies keep up with you pretty well, though, so... I don't know if they eventually give up sooner or later or what. Oh boy. We're getting all sorts of stuff. What do I want now? Let me take a look at my equipment. I don't need to use the toolkit or anything, so it's like I don't want to get rid of any of this stuff. Oh, this is the little shrine. Nice. So I can get rid of a couple things. Dread carcass. I'll get rid of the tea. I guess I'll keep the divine water. I got 300 faith. You get that Yokon. The Yokon is worth 30. What does it do? Greatly restores health. Can also be used as an offering. I'm out of bandages, aren't I? Or no. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep it. I don't know how many items I'm going to come across between now and the next one. So I might just end up leaving it. The thing is that you can't backtrack to any of these areas because this is, I don't know, the spirit realm or some shit. So it's like these areas, it would be best to just get what you can and then immediately offer them if possible. Alright, let's see.
Sakuko? そっちにいるの?
Trying to keep an eye on the rafters, but I don't even know if that's going to help. Most of the time when I've been able to evade them, I've just been listening, because there's a little kind of like musical sting. Look, it's an orb. Stone orb. Seems to be made of the same material as a stone key that Fox Mask had given me. Maybe it serves a similar purpose. Probably. Hey, who was that? Get out here right now. Show yourself. Oh. What the hell is that? Okay. Okay. These are draining my sanity. Son of a bitch. So this is not something I want to stick around for. Last time this Spirit Realm level ended a similar way, where you just had to like run out. So it looks like we gotta do the same thing. Ah, shit. Oh, damn it. Okay, the map has changed up a little bit. Not the time for that. Stop. Stop screaming at me. Go, 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 go. Hurry your ass up. Get in there. That'll hold him back. Oh, I get one bandage. Very nice. Oh, okay, there's a couple other things. Oh, do I want any of this shit? I'll get rid of the Yokon. Fully restores stamina, prevents stamina for consumption for a set period of time. I usually get rid of those, but that does sound kind of nice. But I don't know. I was going to say I might just save it for a boss battle or something like that. But on the one hand, that would constitute me carrying it for a long time. And on the other, it seems like most quote unquote boss battles in this game, you're mostly just supposed to avoid stuff like the really big things that we've seen that aren't just like stuff that are human sized. It's like you're just supposed to run away from it or evade it long enough in order to do something else. So I don't even know if it would be handy in that instance. It might if I was doing a thing where I was fighting like multiple enemies. That's happened a couple of times, but even then it's not something that's too frequent. That looks nice. Little paper lanterns on the lake. There's some chunky tears. Oh great, I might eat my words. This might be like an actual boss. We haven't had one really yet. Oh, look at that. She got a little sickle and chain. Don't see that too often. Hey, wait a second. What the hell? I don't like your tone, young lady. Oh, Jesus. I didn't think... Okay, wow. I didn't think that thing was ranged. I figured if she was aiming, or if she was going to move with her right arm, that was going to be the ranged thing. Shit. This isn't the Matrix, lady. Oh, Jesus. I feel like he should just kill me. I could retry this. God damn. She doesn't like stagger or anything. Almost feels like I'm not doing any damage. Oh yeah, the pullback. Okay, I definitely tried to dodge there and it wouldn't happen. Shit. Shit. I don't have a good read on my stamina either. Oh, shit. Stop it. No. It's my face. Okay, when you do the heavy attack, you can't dodge it. I think when you do the light one, it's fine. God damn, that's touchy, though. Oh, finally she staggers. Ugh, I didn't have enough stamina to dodge. Shit. Was I not locked onto her? Because the camera did not keep up. She didn't have too many moves, which is good. Shit. Still eating a lot of them, but... Whoa, okay. Guess we're in a second phase. There goes my sanity. Ow. Hold on. I didn't know I was getting into a boss battle, so I did not prepare for this. Okay, back to basics. Get 2 hits in with that. Oh, hey, she finally used the sickle. Oh, get a little heal in. Stop that. Okay. Shit. Ugh, son of a bitch. She got me right when I had 0 stamina. Oh, don't you give me the difficulty setting option. Was easy mode not selectable? I'm sure it is. It only gives you 2 settings. Son of a bitch. It only gives you 2 settings at the start of the game. I'm sure there's going to be like a harder one after that. But after you beat the game, that is. But one was like story and one was hard. So, I don't know. Anytime I see like a story difficulty setting though, I'm like, eh. Shit. I'm off rhythm. I've lost my rhythm. Let's see, yeah, so story and hard, those are the only 2. I feel feel like when I was dodging at the beginning of the game, like she would lean into an attack, like she would dodge over there. And I feel like that's not the case. I tried to dodge. I guess I didn't. Anytime you get grabbed like that, it's pretty much game over. There's a couple times, like I've seen her get stabbed through the neck and she walked away. But for the most part, it's like an insta kill.
Sakuko?
Got a little greedy there. Damn it. There's the big sweep. Oh, hey, she has a counterattack. I haven't seen that yet. So there are a few moves that... There are a few moves that she hasn't done yet, so I don't know how the AI is justifying those. If they just dole them out at random or what. I thought I'd seen her entire kit. I need to figure out, like, what's the difference... Oh, okay, there's a counter. I need to figure out what's the difference when she pulls back fast and when she does, like, a slower one. There's the counter. See, I didn't even notice that before, so that's a good punish. I guess if she doesn't, like, look at you for a long time, that's the quicker one.
Sakuko, お願いだからやめて。
Hopefully that counts for something. I just charged a lot. You stop. Ah. Knock it off. Shit, she hasn't done that yet. Oh, shit, am I out of stamina? Oh, no! Every time it's because I'm out of stamina. I feel, okay, I wasn't having problems with stamina before. Can I not do that during, son of a bitch, I can't do that during combat. Can stun her after the throw. Did she go back a little bit? I don't know, maybe it was like a stage 2 thing, I don't know. I don't think so. I can counter her like that though when she does the double-handed thing. Oh, the big problem I'm having is, god damn it, running out of stamina. I wish I could put on the, you know what, I could load a game there. Next time I die, I might load a game. I want to put on the charm that increases your stamina, see if that helps a little bit.
Sakuko? どうして? 一体何なの?
punish in there. Damn. I probably do. It's just I'm having trouble keeping track of my stamina with this one. It's usually not a problem, but that's when I'm fighting like the basic enemies. I guess this is the first like legit boss battle I've had in this game. There have been boss type things. Again, there's a couple that where they've done it so that you just like have to interact with something in the arena and just avoid the boss. And then there was one where it had me fight like multiple enemies at once. But so far those have been the only like boss battles. Everything else hasn't really been anything quite like this. There you are. Shit. I gotta go with my damn equipment again. See, again, I wasn't planning on fighting a boss, so I didn't have like all this stuff set up. My sanity back up a little bit. Okay, that sucked. I don't want to stay too close to here either because it's like not enough room. Stop it. Shit. Could be bad. Okay, these are basically free hits if I can find her quick enough. God damn it. She's doing it quicker though. Can't even dodge that. Oh, thank God. She was a little rough. Again, she didn't have like the biggest moveset, but she bust out a couple things that caught me off guard. Oh, thank you, Foxman. It isn't? Thank you. Had just needed a sec. Yeah, I needed to see her full kit, but then, like, still was getting used to some of her stuff. She wasn't terrible, though. There have been harder bosses. But I think she's probably been the toughest one in this game so far.
この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も汚れは持ち込めない。ここで汚れを落とす。
What does that mean? We get naked? It's all just a ploy to lure her into the bath. Or maybe they're just gonna pray. Looks like water and more like mercury. You fiddle around with the water and swish it around your mouth. It's like wine tasting with a couple extra steps. Hey, wait a second. That was water before. Nobody said anything about eating molten lava. Really? I seem to be sweating a lot here. It's a little late. Sorry, I already swallowed the molten lava.
Hirako! Oi! Shikkari shiro!
Saved your life. Could trust you to hold a secret. Could you pee over the bridge from time to time? Oh, it's all natural. Who cares? Hey, it's like Prince of Persia that we've just been playing. As you progress through the game, you lose more of your shirt. Maybe she too will be topless. It's a little harsh.
こう時間を無駄にした。
よし行こう。
私をちゃんと守ってよ。私ひな子みたいに強くないんだから。
分かってる。俺から離れるな。
うん。
目指すは俺の家だ。裏道から山を越え剣道に出よう。俺が先頭を行く。相棒はしんがり棒。
分かった。私はシュウ君の後ろにいるね。真ん中なら安心だし。
Okay, I might stay back like really far behind though, so there'll be a wide berth. Alright, finally, I can look around now. Can I go back in their house? Oh. I wanted to steal stuff from her. I got a Ramone. Little bandage. At least there's things to get. See, look at that water. That's the water that they would have had to cross if they just like walked into the water instead of like saying the bridge is out. I'm pretty sure they could clear that. I don't think it's that big of a problem. But, you know, whatever. This too, this is like classic horror game. I feel like a lot of the Silent Hill, or at least the early ones, were a little bit better about covering this kind of stuff up. But like, oh my god, there's a truck here. I can't squeeze past those, you know, that about 2 feet of width, or I can't jump down here. I guess I got to go around because yeah, it'll X out the path. I feel like some of the later Silent Hills did that, but like in Silent Hill 1 and 2, usually like a whole road was excavated out and it looked like it just dropped into a pit of nothingness. Those were like more reasonable in terms of stuff where like, oh yeah, I guess I can't go that way. But something like that, it's a little, it is what it is. I remember in the Silent Hill 3, I think there was a couple doors too, where there was just like or was it Silent Hill 3? I don't remember now, but I remember playing something where there was like a bookcase, that was just kind of like on its axis and it was just kind of like tilted to the side and it sort of semi-blocked a doorway, but I mean, it realistically, you could just go underneath it, but the game was like, oh no, the path's blocked. Guess you gotta go around. And it's like, when stuff like that happens, then I start to kind of like, it takes me out of it a bit. You need something, like even just like a classic locked door or a rusty lock makes more sense. Do I need to clear my mind? Are we good? Okay. I don't have anything to offer. I've only got 458 points. Let me see. So the rest of these, I guess the sanity needs to be 800. I might look at upgrading my stamina next time, though. I guess I'll go ahead and keep the little whatever, the boost bonus buff things as they are now. It kind of sucked during that one boss battle, and I would have gone back to the shrine, but I just pushed through. But yeah, the one with the weapon degradation, or that reduces the weapon durability, or slows it down rather, that one wasn't necessary for that last boss battle because the Naginata did not degrade. I was only planning on playing like an hour of this and then moving on to something else. So we kind of did that. And this is sort of a good stopping point since there's no like major story elements going on. Akuma, did you want to hop into some Fortnite or something? I was sort of waiting to see because I know Scoob was wanting to play some Fall Guys last week, and he said, oh, I'll hit you up next week, but he's not on, as far as I can tell.
Hinako!
That might be a little bit later because I did start a little early tonight before anybody else pops in, but
シュウ君っていつまでひな子のこと相棒って呼ぶの？相棒
I
な
just have to wait and see.
小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いしてない。
そうだな。された覚えもない。
立ち話は終わりだ。行くぞ。
You already took a nap, so you're free whenever. If not, you're playing Nikke. Alright, well, we got through a pretty big story bit, I think. And I accomplished what I wanted to do, which wasn't even all that much. I wanted to get through that field section at least, because that was the only part that I had to like abruptly stop at. And I'm like, oh, shit, I wanted to see what was going on there. Oh, looks like there's a little house I haven't been to. Might have to go back into town to check it out. We can take a look at the town real quick, just so we could see what I was talking about. But I'll probably stop pretty soon. Oh boy, the creepy crawlies. The mannequins, they're crawling around. What the hell is that? I guess the fungus is growing. The fungus is among us. I might be interested in Dead Rising 2. Maybe we could do that next week or sometime in October, but I do not have it installed. And I know it's probably not a large game, but I would still need to do that. You're talking about like off the record, right? Because I don't think they're... I don't know. Maybe the original Dead Rising 2 has co-op too. I'm not too sure. But I have off the record. I don't think I have the... I don't think I have Dead Rising 2 on PC anyway. Dead Rising 2 base is co-op. I don't think I have it on PC. I got off the record. I don't know that I'd be willing to buy it unless it was on sale too. I'll take a look. Off the record is a little bit more freeform, I feel, but doesn't matter too much. So this is kind of more along the lines of what I was talking about with like the quaint little towns. I'm sure these mannequins start jumping around too. But that was not a counterable thing. You can also kind of see, okay, how these enemies don't do that much like damage compared to the other stuff that we were fighting. I'm not seeing their counter thing. I countered that one, but it didn't like show the little glitch effect. Shit. Oof. God damn. Well, there was a couple enemies. I can see going through the town is taking its toll on the stream too. I was streaming and recording, which is usually a bad combination when you're running a fairly modern game. It's been that way for as long as I've been streaming, regardless of how good my system is. It's like when you're doing those three things, streaming, recording, and playing the game all on the same platform, tends to be a pretty bad combination. So I could see the frames chugging a little bit. But anyway, my only point was I do like this kind of setting for like a Japanese game where it's a little bit more cloistered, little somewhat modern town, retro I guess, but not like ancient Japan or anything like that. There we go. I saw the counter that time. But these little areas are neat. Not much, I died because I got hit up by 2 enemies. I was mostly just talking about how I like this particular setting, as opposed to what we commonly see with games that take place in Japan, which is either like a hyper-urban area like Tokyo, like dead center of Tokyo somewhere, or, you know, ancient feudal Japan. And this, I mean, it's not exactly like modern, although there's a few towns that are like this, but... You know, this is like 60s era. It's a little bit retro, but it's still kind of like the quaint little town where all the little buildings are all cloistered together and stuff. I just like this as a setting. I was talking about it before, but I think, oh, increases inventory capacity. Nice. That's weird that that's just like sitting there. I wonder if I could have gotten that all along. But yeah, I think the only other games that I played like this, like I think Siren has little bits like that, but there's a lot of Siren that's like in the wilderness. And then like Fatal Frame, the Fatal Frame series usually is like in a little town. New England? No, I don't think that's where this takes place, but close enough. What's up, Desolate? Silent 7F. I'll be anything but silent. Hey, this thing. So what I was talking about before, when there were like enemies, like a boss that wasn't actually something you could fight, it was this thing. This is old England. This is OG England.
やだ、気持ち悪い。
あいつらまさか気持ち悪いので街を飲み込む気なのか。
I don't know. Should we be talking that close to it?
迂回しよう。街を突っ切るのは危険すぎる。
私たちの千鶴や、どうしてこんな。
中学校の方へ向かって、そこから山道を登ろう。
To the middle school.
街は避けられる。よし、行こう。
If only we had a Molotov. Yeah, none of these kids have any access to alcohol. Damn shame that. What if I just charged in here anyway? Like a total badass. Oh, it's blocked. Damn it. Girl with the long hair looks suspicious. She's already pushed our main character down the stairs, so the suspicions are warranted. Oh no! They're everywhere. How could this be? Oh, it's just a can of soda. Okay, chugging a little bit there. I don't know, like, where is... Oh, okay, there it is. It's a bit off the map. I guess we're going to his house. It's like, I don't know where the middle school is, though. I'm pretty sure I haven't gone there before. What would be the best way to even get in that area, that direction? I guess that leads somewhere? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Probably shouldn't go through the Scarlet Rot section that I'm already in, though. That seems to just go to a dead end. It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Good idea. Following the group through the safe path. Bad idea. Trying to solo 5 enemies at once. I just wanted to see what was over there. Like, if there was a actual reward in that area, I would have maybe tried to stick it out for a little bit. See if I can grab it, but it didn't look like there was anything or any kind of path, so... Didn't end up being a good idea. Farmer story. Son! You better read this and get it through your thick head. Let me take you back to something that happened during the war. One day, some high and mighty military police from out of town got pissed drunk and decided to kick over a statue of Inari-sama. Even spat on it. The next morning, all those policemen were found dead in the waterway, their corpses bloated and heavy as hell. They got carted off at the medical examiner's office so the coroner could take a look. You know, that place a few minutes from us. I was one of the people who helped carry the bodies and wash them, so I saw everything with my own 2 eyes. When the doctor put his knife to their bellies and opened them up, a whole swamp of stomach-churning gunk came pouring out. And I don't even mean their guts either. From neck to navel, hell, even right up to their asses. Those bodies were stuffed full of decomposing rats, birds, frogs, snakes, you name it. And that look of frozen terror on their faces... Hold on, I'll never forget that. Anyway, moral of the story is that you better not ever disrespect Inari-sama in any way, even if you're drunk. A lesson learned. You discover MR1919 machine gun with only 1 round in it. Hey, I mean, if it like one-shotted anything, I might have gotten it. Could use it for the final boss or something. Alright, this looks like it's kind of the way that we need to go. What are you doing here? Oh, shit. wonder if there's a charm that reduces the amount of time it takes to do a heavy attack. Because, boy, that charge up. Get out of here. I got others, right? Yeah. I do like how it gets all bent up, though. It's a steel pipe. It's supposed to be anyway. It's just, she's swinging the hell out of it. Oops. It's a good thing I had another one. She pulled it out immediately. Ah, Ramune. My reward. Whoa, 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 whoa. Abracadabra. She just whipped that out of wherever she was storing it. Every time I see a little red box, it's the chocolate, but it reminds me, I guess just because of the setting too, it reminds me of the handgun ammunition from Resident Evil, because for the longest time, I think even still, up to like Resident Evil Village, they put the handgun bullets in a little red box. Every time I see it in my brain, and it's like Pavlovian, where I'm like, oh, handgun bullets, but now it's just chocolate, which is like one of the worst healing items. It doesn't do anything. I've just usually been given them away as like charms for faith points. It's not worth the inventory space, but I guess I got one more slot now, so I might as well take it. Go away, you're all covered in fungus. It's gross. Check every nook and cranny. I hate it when there's an item box and there's no item inside. Just don't put it there. I'd rather there just be nothing than get my hopes up and then have them dashed to pieces. Oh, look, we got another steel pipe. Nice. Alright. Gods like chocolate. Keep the rest of that stuff. Okay, I think we'll end it here. The game's getting a little chunky anyway, so maybe it's one of those things where it starts having a memory leak over time. So I almost feel like I would need to restart the game regardless. But I guess I'm glad we got to check it out. It was not my intention to stream this game. I just needed something short for a little bit so that we could like gauge what we're going to do here. But so far it's not a bad game. Again, it's like not like super wowing me or anything like that, but I've enjoyed what I've played so far. Not ready to call out game of the year just yet. We could do some Fortnite. It's fine with me. Let me just exit the game here. It like screwed up all my windows. What the hell? I'll wait on Fall Guys until I see Scoob wants to play it. Is he even on, that bastard? He is not. So, I don't know. He might still jump in. He got started really late last night, and it was like at midnight or something. So, if he ends up getting on and wants to do that, we could do that a little bit later, if that is the case. But otherwise, I'm fine with doing Fortnite for a little bit. You need to grind experience now? Nice. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and do that. Give me a second, I'm gonna BRB, and then I need to switch over to the PS5, but I'll be back in just a minute here, and we'll jump into that for a sec. But be right back.